Welcome to the mines. Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is another lesson in the Panzer 38H. So hopefully you'll enjoy this match. And if you do, it'll be really helpful if you can leave a like to help spread the word. Now, let's get to the game, shall we? Now, what's happened here is the enemy has come forward in a crazy fashion. This is myself as the only human on my team against, right now you see the only human on their team. Usually in these 7-on-7 matches, the game will boil down to which human does better. You know, if they match up in the game. I didn't match up with him there, I couldn't really hit him. But I had a chance and I took shots. So I can't complain. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just playing sniper. Locking on, sniping guys. Because the Panzer 38H excels as a, short range sniper. Even without the extra steady aim. Now here's the enemy guy. I'm sorry, that's a TG medium on my team, my bad. The enemy guy is over here to the left. There he goes. I remembered he showed up over here. I just didn't have the right position. But he's making a huge mistake here. The mistake he's making is he's challenging my gun and my rotation ability of my turret, which is plenty good enough to kill him. Now it's not a gimme because he moves so fast. But watch this. Oops, wrong one. There we go. You see how my rotation of my turret keeps up with him relatively easily. Now the other thing is his gun doesn't really do a lot of damage to a Panzer 38H. So he's not really that much of a threat to me. We have an enemy in my base, so I have to go back. I'm the only reliable defender. As a human, that's what you are. So I'm the top defender, and I should be the top scorer too if I do it right. And that's the responsibility you take as the top player on your team. If you want to win, you got to make it happen. It's not going to happen for you. I mean, you could get lucky. It does happen. But it's a bad habit to look for that possibility. Go out there, get as good as you can get, and make it happen on your own. Man, I've taken a lot of crazy shots at this guy, and I'm down to 36 bullets. So you gotta be careful. I've been shooting like a freak. So here he is. He's not even paying attention, I guess. I don't know. There's a guy back in my base again. Well, I'm so close, I'll just kill him. Now the one problem that's happened here, my team has been absolute garbage. So it's two of us, myself and one robot against 3 robots. I'm sorry, 2 robots and a person. So whack that robot. Here's another idiot robot. So long, chump. So now it's me and a robot against this human. Now if he had any brains at all, he would haul butt and recognize I could never catch him. But he thinks he's a superstar and he thinks he can kill me. He's wrong on both accounts. So what happens to him is I kill him. "15 shots out of 100 left. And you're dead." Know the situation. And I'll get to that later. Let's go check out the results. Well, I mean, I did kill 6 guys, So, of course, I'm MVP. But this is one of the things that can happen in the 38H, and this is very important, which is why I was telling you this stuff. And there's more stuff I have to tell you. Alright, here we are in the end of game screen. As you can see, I had a pretty darn good match. Yeah, I lost 65,000 silver. I don't care. I make it back in Cold War. So, whatever. But I got 36,000 commander points with a ×4 bonus booster. So, that was really good. Because, as you know, I killed 6 guys. I did 1,400 plus damage. Now, you don't really get paid for the blocking damage, but I had a lot of blocking damage, and that's one of the things that the 38H is good for if you put on the armor angling skill, which I have. It makes a huge difference. Let's check out the medals, shall we? Really nothing special. Okay, there's one special one. We have Top Gun for killing 6 guys. The special one is the Ranger. It's hard to get the Ranger medal. You got to destroy all enemy light tanks, and there have to be at least 3 of them in the course of one battle. So, that's a toughie to get, because it's not a question of whether you're good enough. It's a question of whether you're good enough and do you have the opportunity to cash in by killing those 3 or more light tanks. This game, I did have it. I have done it many times, but it's not easy because it's more a medal of opportunity versus pure skill. You can have all the skill in the world, but if you don't have 3 light tanks in a game, you can kill everybody on the team and it ain't going to make a difference. So it's one of those things. It's an opportunity medal. Do more damage than my hit points. Shell proof. Have total damage block exceeds your hit points, which I did. Duelist, destroy at least 2 enemy vehicles that damage you. Check on that one. And then do the most damage overall of the game. Well, when you kill 6 guys, that's probably going to happen. And I got a first class badge, which isn't nothing to complain about. So, as you could tell, I mean, obviously I was MVP, what have you. On the enemy team, the T2 Light, he did okay, but the score tells you he was really going off of his personal ability, his natural ability, which he was a good player, but he didn't win this game because he doesn't approach the game from the proper perspective that my father taught. All right, let me check and show you the equipment in this tank. Okay, in case this is your first time seeing a 38H, you can check out my other game video of Ruinberg. That's a way more in-depth look. This is just showing you the basic stuff that I have. In case you haven't seen it, I'm letting you look at it, but you can go check out my other video and it will help you out a lot. But my dad taught us you have to know the conditions of winning the match in the situation which you're in. And the thing that guy didn't understand is that he had a condition which made winning the match extremely difficult if he knew what he was doing. He should have gotten the heck out of Dodge because we were outnumbered 3-2. He should have ran away, and if I kill the 2, or if I or we kill the last 2 of his robots, fine, they're dead, and he can just use his speed to stay away from us. And I don't have the ability to ever catch him because he's like 3 times my speed, and I'm not joking when I say 3 times. It's like almost 3 times my speed. So he has the ability to stay away and basically, get a draw, or at least not die. You know, maybe he gets lucky and kills the robot on my team. But he could have made it much more challenging. He got the idea to run, but his idea to run happened too late. I did the best I could, but my robot teammates were absolute garbage, which you saw. Hey, that's just the luck of the draw. It happens. There's nothing you could do about it. All you can do is control what you're doing yourself, which is what I did. I did good. I mean, I killed 6 guys. Okay. Now I killed 5 guys, 5 robots plus the human. The human is the most important guy in the match, obviously. And this is the key. Let me show you this again. I tell these people this information all the time. It's not how many you kill necessarily, but which ones. And the one that I killed, the one that made the most important contribution to the victory was the human. He was the final kill, obviously. But I'm not talking about it in a trivial sense. Yes, you kill the last guy, you win the game. He had a chance to give us problems. You know, run away, in which he almost got away, actually. But he made that move too late. He should have made it way earlier when I told you, which was about, 45 seconds before he tried it, something like that. I don't know. I'm just ballparking this guess. Because if he gets away, gets on top of the hill and is looking over the map, he has total vision over what's happening, and he could stay away from me. I could never get to him if he doesn't let me. So he failed in that regard. I was fully aware of the, impending doom that I was facing of having to just sit at my base and defend my base, hoping that he would have to come back if he ran away successfully. So that's the thing. As my father always taught us, you got to know the situation that you have and how can you win in that situation. So I did the best I could knowing that, and luckily made the shot that counted. So really that's the key thing. But like I said, you got to know which guys to kill sometimes. See, I killed their number 1 scorer, which was Weezin, that robot. Their number 2 scorer was a human. That's really the ones that mattered the most. But the human was the paramount because he's got the brain. And if he thinks about it correctly and makes the correct play, that game would last a lot longer. So, wanted to show you this. A great scoring game. Killed 6 guys. Fantastic. But there was an opportunity that he missed to make it more difficult for me. And I wanted to show you that so you can see this and recognize, oh, geez. Normally, these matches that I do look so easy. This one was much more difficult, or could have been more difficult if he played better. So this is the lesson of this game. Assume your opponent is going to play the best he can play. Because if he fails to meet that standard, you'll crush him easily, which sort of is what happened. I told you when he should have taken, his leave and get the heck out of Dodge. He didn't do that. He hung around because he was thinking like a superstar when he's not a superstar. So, hope you enjoyed this match. Please consider leaving a like. Tell your friends if you would. That way they can learn from this. Maybe like or subscribe. But these 38H matches are really great to study so you can learn how to improve your play here without having to go face the situation and get hammered and then go, what did I do wrong? No one can see what you did. Well, not nobody, but it's more work. Here you're able to experience the whole situation and then analyze it based on what I've told you, that you can go back and look at it and see what it's like. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you learned a lot out of it. Leave a comment if you have a question. It won't be a problem at all. So hope to see you guys again in the future. I got more videos to make, so I'm out of here and I'll see you guys later.